It's beginning now. This night is different, not ordinary, not familiar. There's a rare force moving quietly through the world, almost like a silent wave, touching everything in its path. And this force is reaching you right where you are. It has the power to shift your thoughts, soften your emotions, and redirect the path ahead of you. If this message found you, it's a sign. You're prepared for what's about to unfold. You're ready for the 7 miracles that are waking up in your life. This moment was written into your journey long before you ever knew to look for it. You may not sense it yet, but tonight a doorway is opening. And on the other side of that doorway is a version of life filled with peace, healing, and gentle hope. Before we go deeper, take a second to like this video, subscribe, and write "I'm ready" in the comments, because your readiness activates this moment. Something extraordinary is happening right now, not loud, but powerful. This energy gives you the chance to shift your life in ways you didn't expect. Spiritually, this is a reset, a clearing, a chance to release what has weighed you down and step into a stronger version of yourself. It clears the mental clutter, softens old feelings, and prepares your spirit for what's next. You'll notice changes within yourself, clearer thinking, deeper emotions, and new possibilities showing up in unexpected ways. This energy is creating space for miracles, and the first one is already moving toward you. This first miracle reaches the part of you that feels worn out or stuck. Maybe you've been carrying burdens for far too long, pushing through days that felt heavier than they should. This miracle is like taking a slow breath after a long day. The moment your shoulders drop and you finally feel a little lighter. It doesn't solve everything, but it gives you a moment of peace, a small pause where life stops feeling so overwhelming. It invites you to see the tiny joys you usually miss. A familiar smile, the taste of something you love, the quiet glow of sunlight in your room. These little sparks remind you that life still has beauty, still has magic, and often shows it when you least expect it. The next miracle arrives softly, shifting the way you see your own story. Maybe you've been repeating old habits, living on autopilot without thinking. This miracle pulls you outside yourself for a moment, as if you're watching your life from another angle. It doesn't judge you. It doesn't rush you. It simply gives you clarity, showing you what you want to change and what you want to keep. You may find yourself remembering joy. The kind of joy that made you laugh until you couldn't breathe, or the kindness someone once showed you that carried you through a difficult day. This miracle brings that warmth back. It reconnects you with the parts of yourself you've forgotten, opening space for more simple, genuine joy. Another miracle is moving into your relationships. The people who fill your days, challenge you, uplift you, or teach you. Perhaps you've held on to unspoken feelings or avoided expressing something important. This energy encourages honesty without fear. It's like finally telling someone how much they mean to you, or accepting an apology you've waited a long time to hear. It heals small cracks and helps rebuild what matters. It reminds you that relationships don't have to be perfect to be meaningful. Effort, sincerity, and a little openness can bring warmth back into connections that once felt distant or fragile. A fresh wave of energy is also rising in your daily life. It feels like waking up to something uplifting, not dramatic, not loud, but enough to make your day start differently. This miracle nudges you toward moments that make you feel alive again. A laugh, a spark, a quiet idea that lifts your mind. It helps you break free from routines that drain you without forcing you into anything new too quickly. It's the same feeling as stepping outside after days of cloudy skies and suddenly feeling sunshine on your face. It's gentle, but powerful. This shift reminds you that you choose where your energy goes, and one small choice can reshape an entire day. As this energy spreads, it pushes you to focus on what truly matters, the people who bring joy into your life, the hobbies that light you up, the moments of stillness that bring peace. This miracle opens a door to more of that, giving you the courage to say yes to what feels good and no to what holds you back. Another miracle begins reshaping how you see your own journey. Life can feel like a long book, and sometimes the pages stick together. This energy lets you turn those pages with ease again, noticing details you missed before. It teaches you to release the pressure to be perfect and instead accept your story with gentleness. It asks you to slow down, to be here in this moment with your thoughts and your heart. You may realize you've been too hard on yourself, expecting too, recognizing how far you've come. This miracle helps you acknowledge your small victories, your quiet growth, your inner strength. It brings a stillness where you can finally hear your own voice again. And with that stillness comes peace, the kind of peace that lets you accept who you are right now, knowing your story is unfolding exactly as it needs to. Another miracle touches your relationships once more, offering a chance to reconnect, rebuild, or deepen bonds with the people in your world. It opens space for simple kindness, a smile, a message, a gesture. It reminds you that connection is built from small things, not grand gestures. When you show up with honesty and warmth, relationships begin to grow in new ways. This energy supports trust, compassion, and understanding. It makes room for love in its quietest form, the kind that doesn't demand anything, but still changes everything. And finally, the last miracle arrives, a miracle of hope, a gentle new beginning. It's like planting a seed and trusting it will grow even if you can't see it yet. This energy gives you the courage to believe in your future again. It tells you that no matter what you've been through, there is always room to rise, rebuild, and rediscover joy. This miracle doesn't rush. It doesn't overwhelm. It moves like moonlight, slow, steady, comforting. It becomes a guiding light that helps you take the next step and then the next until you find yourself standing in a new chapter of your life. This is your moment, your shift, your awakening, and everything from here begins to change. A new chapter is beginning, and you can feel it. Something in the air is shifting, wrapping around you like a quiet whisper that carries power. It's subtle, but it's real. An energy that promises better days and brighter moments. As the moon moves through its cycle tonight, that energy gathers itself and blends all the miracles you've been sensing. This final wave of change encourages you to hold on to hope, to open your heart to new possibilities, and to trust that transformation is not just possible, it's already on its way. Your story is far from finished. There are entire chapters waiting for you, full of growth, comfort, and peace. And this moment is where they begin. Right now, a gentle force is weaving through your life. It invites you to move toward your next steps with ease, to welcome the miracles unfolding around you, and to let them flow naturally into your everyday moments. Think of this energy as a soft breeze nudging a leaf until it finally catches the light, small, but enough to create a shift. This is your invitation to make simple choices that feel true to you. Spend time doing something that brings joy. Reach out to someone you've drifted from. Say yes to things that feel warm and right. These little shifts are what open the bigger doors. It's not about making dramatic changes or giant leaps. It's about allowing life to unfold through steady, meaningful steps. The moon's gentle shift reminds you that nothing stays still forever. Life evolves, even in silence. Just as the moon grows and fades, so do you. Some changes you'll see right away, while others awaken quietly inside your heart long before you notice them. Trust both. Trust the journey you can feel, but not fully see. This energy also asks you to care for yourself, to choose moments that refill your spirit. A slow walk, your favorite song, a warm drink, a few minutes of quiet. These small pauses keep you grounded and ready for the opportunities approaching. As you move through this new chapter, remember something important. Perfection is not the goal. Life is not about flawless choices or smooth paths. It's about being present, learning as you go, and finding meaning in moments that look ordinary from the outside. The miracles that began earlier are still at work, and this energy helps you stay open to what's unfolding. Be kind to yourself and to others. A soft word, a quick smile, a tiny act of generosity can change someone's entire day. This energy doesn't just lift you, it lifts everyone connected to you. It reminds you that even the smallest kindness creates ripples that return in unexpected ways. This moment also encourages you to dream again. Not overwhelming dreams, but simple hopes you can hold in your heart. Time with people you care about, a hobby that lights you up, a deeper sense of peace at the end of each day. These small dreams matter. They guide you toward a life that feels aligned with the real you. You may start noticing moments where everything simply flows. Conversations feel lighter. Opportunities appear. Your steps feel guided. These are signs that you're moving in harmony with the energy around you. They're reminders that you're on the right path, even if you don't always feel it. Remember, this energy is patient. It doesn't rush you. It doesn't pressure you. It matches your natural rhythm. It walks beside you, helping you grow in steady, gentle ways. It encourages you to believe in your own strength, even when you're unsure of what comes next. This is your moment to move forward with new hope, to choose peace, to choose possibility, to choose yourself. Tonight, something deep and powerful is stirring, a quiet call urging you to step into a new version of your life. This isn't about forcing a breakthrough. It's about opening your heart to what's been waiting beneath the surface. The moon's shift gives you a soft push towards something meaningful, something real. This moment carries importance. It invites you to look beyond your doubts and step into what you're capable of. It asks you to trust the unknown, not fear it, because within the unknown is where you grow the most. This power doesn't shout. It builds quietly, like a small flame glowing in the dark until it lights the whole room. It's ready for you, and it wants you to rise. Tonight isn't for holding back. It's for stepping into yourself, for moving away from hesitation and toward confidence, for letting go of second-guessing, for breathing in courage and exhaling everything that is no longer yours to carry. This moment gives you strength, not the kind that pushes or fights, but the kind that empowers, the strength that comes from choosing, to release old fears, to say yes to new paths, to trust your own heart. You are standing in a place where the past no longer has the final word, where the future is shaped by the choices you make now. You're being invited to break old limits and reach for the version of yourself you've always wanted to become. The energy moving through this moment encourages you to keep going even when the path isn't clear. It's not about knowing everything. It's about taking the next step with faith. Knowing each step builds on the last. Think of this moment as a spark, lighting a fire that has been waiting for the right breath of air. This fire warms your spirit, inspires your choices, and guides your journey. It reminds you that every setback you've faced has shaped you, not weakened you, and every effort you make from here counts. Tonight invites you to shape your own destiny, not with pressure, but with intention. To act because your heart calls you to, not because you are pushed. To create from inspiration, not fear. This is your doorway into a new chapter, one you write with clarity and courage. The power available to you now is gentle but undeniable. It gives you the ability to rise after every fall, to stand tall even when the past felt heavy. Your story is alive. It's growing. It's still unfolding. This shift is a reminder that you're part of something greater, that your path has purpose. This is your moment to choose hope, to choose courage, to choose movement, to step forward with trust in yourself. You don't need the perfect moment. The moment is already here. Take the energy being offered to you. Let it carry you. Let it guide you. Let it open your path. The night is yours, and your next chapter begins the moment you decide to step into it. Tonight brings a gentle pull inward, a reminder that the guidance you're looking for has been inside you all along. The world can get loud, full of voices, opinions, and noise that try to sway your focus. But beneath all of that is your own steady truth. This moment encourages you to trust that inner signal, even when the way forward isn't perfectly marked or when others can't see what you see. The more you lean into that inner compass, the more naturally your steps align. Picture yourself standing at the edge of a quiet forest, staring into a landscape that feels strangely familiar yet beautifully unknown. You don't need instructions. You don't need certainty. All that's required is the courage to step into the trees. With every step, more of the path reveals itself. Before long, what once looked mysterious begins to feel like home. That's the kind of journey the current energy invites, one where you trust that each step will support you, even if you can't see the entire road. This moment also whispers gently about release, not by pushing, forcing, or rejecting parts of yourself, but by simply noticing what has grown heavy. Old anxieties, outdated fears, habits that no longer bring life into your days. Tonight offers space to set them down. It may feel quiet at first, but that emptiness becomes fertile ground where new possibilities can take root. Growth doesn't always come with fireworks. Sometimes it's slow and nearly invisible. Even when nothing seems to be changing, something is shifting below the surface. Seeds settle, roots strengthen, and eventually change arrives in ways you couldn't have predicted. Tonight encourages you to move at your own rhythm. There's no race, no comparison, no ideal timeline to match. Every step forward counts. The shifting moon reminds us that everything unfolds in its time, and trying to rush only makes the journey heavier. Allow your pace to feel natural. There is also a soft call to reach out and reconnect. A word of kindness, a moment of presence, a message to someone you care about. These small acts create openings and strengthen bonds. Relationships grow just like gardens, with attention, time, and genuine care. When nurtured, they return warmth in unexpected ways. This energy also invites you to dream again. Not grand fantasies or far-off outcomes, but simple, honest dreams that make life meaningful. Time with people who matter, work that feels aligned, quiet moments of joy, laughter, and peace. These small dreams are the real seeds of transformation, and tonight supports planting them with intention. And with these dreams comes openness, an invitation to welcome the unexpected. Life rarely follows a straight line, and some of the best shifts happen without warning. Being open means saying yes more often, releasing the need to control every moment, and trusting that what arrives is part of your unfolding path. There's also a reminder to care for yourself in practical, grounding ways. Rest when your body asks for it. Feed yourself with love. Move in ways that feel good. Create space for the things that nourish your spirit. These simple acts are not luxuries. They are the foundation that holds every other part of your growth. The energy moving tonight isn't fleeting. It's steady, supportive, and meant to carry you forward long after this moment ends. Think of it as a gift, something you can return to whenever you need clarity, strength, or reassurance. This shift opens the door to a new beginning. It brings a perspective that loosens old walls and invites new directions. It encourages movement, expansion, and a deeper connection to the greater flow around you. Transformation isn't someday, it's already unfolding, shaping your choices and carving a new path ahead. Hope is alive here. It settles into your everyday decisions, your quiet intentions, your small steps forward. There is a cosmic thread running through this moment, weaving your personal experience into something much larger. Sharing your thoughts or reflections brings that energy into motion. Conversation inspires others and builds a space where growth becomes collective. When you comment, subscribe, and share, you're not just supporting the message, you're helping it reach the people who need it most. Every voice adds momentum to the movement. Stay tuned for what comes next. The upcoming messages will continue guiding, strengthening, and deepening this transformation. The path ahead is wide open, and the invitation is right in front of you. Step in fully. Let the story unfold. And as this night unfolds, there is something else rising quietly beneath the surface, a deeper awakening that reminds you that you are not moving through this moment by accident. Every experience that brought you here, even the difficult ones, has shaped your strength in ways you may not fully see yet. Tonight's energy helps you recognize the wisdom you've gathered along the way. It encourages you to hold your past with compassion instead of judgment, to understand that growth often comes from the places where you once felt unsure or afraid. These moments didn't weaken you, they refined you. There is a gentle sense of alignment forming, as if the pieces that once felt scattered are gradually coming together. Even if you can't see the final picture, something inside you knows that the shift is real. You may feel small nudges, subtle signs, sudden clarity, or a quiet sense of recognition when something feels right. These signs aren't coincidences. They're part of the guidance that this moment carries, signaling that your path is preparing to open wider than before. You may also notice a growing desire to reconnect with the parts of yourself you've set aside. Creativity, curiosity, joy, even the simple urge to explore something new. These impulses are returning for a reason. They're reminders that your spirit thrives when it feels alive and engaged. Tonight's energy invites you to reclaim those parts without hesitation. You don't need permission to come back to yourself. This is your moment to return to what feels authentic and true. There is also a newfound clarity around boundaries, recognizing what deserves your energy and what drains it. You may feel more certain about who belongs close to you and which situations no longer align with your peace. This isn't about pushing people away or shutting the world out. It's about choosing environments, conversations, and relationships that honor who you're becoming. The energy moving now supports these choices, empowering you to protect the spaces where your growth is blooming. Your journey is just beginning, and tonight marks a powerful shift in direction. The story ahead is filled with possibility, and you are ready to walk it with confidence, clarity, and an open heart.